important part of a campaign. It's amazing to me how many politicians forget that. On election day of my first campaign, one of my neighbors, Mrs. Elizabeth O'Brien, stopped me and told me, "Tom, I'm going to vote for you tomorrow, even though you didn't ask me to." It shocked me, to be perfectly truthful. "Why, Mrs. O'Brien," I said, "I've lived across the street from you for 18 years. I've cut your grass in the summer. I've shoveled your sidewalk in the winter. I hauled out your ashes. I didn't think I had to ask you for your vote." "Tom," she replied, "let me tell you something. People like to be asked." Every election day, as Millie, that's Speaker O'Neill, Tip O'Neill's wife, on election day, as Millie and I left for the polls, I'd say, "Honey, I'd like to ask you for your vote." "Tom," she replied, "I'll give you every consideration." So, the moral of this story is you've got to ask. You've got to ask, ladies and gentlemen. I think you know me as your director. I ask you for stuff all the time. I'm not shy about asking. But I bring that up because October is what? Membership Renewal Month. And I'm nervous about renewals this year. I don't know what people are thinking out there. I don't know if they've given up on life somewhat, or if they're just kind of in their little world and they don't think anything else is going on. I just don't know. So I'm asking you to ask people to renew their memberships. I know all of you have some kind of email distribution list. Please send out an email and ask people to renew their memberships. And on that note, let's talk about new members a minute. August and September, we're asking a new member to join months, right? Not back to school months. Well, MRTA, we sent out 5,000 letters to each and every new retiree in the state, compliments of PSRS. They allowed us to mail. They did not give us the names and addresses, but they allowed us to mail one time. We sent a very, very good mailing out to each new retiree in the state of Missouri, both PSRS and peers, support staff. So they've all been contacted once by MRTA. So I'm asking you to close the deal. If you know a new retiree, ask them to join. Tell them it's important that they join. Tell them their pension is the best thing they've ever had. You all know this. You can speak to it. And so please ask someone to join. Please ask people to renew. What am I forgetting, Sarah? Oh, 2021, I'd like to ask you, let's do it different this year. In 2021, I ask everyone to schedule your meetings just like normal, especially the regional meetings and at least some unit meetings. And just know and anticipate that there will probably be Zoom meetings. I think a lot of us are getting used to Zoom now, and it's not a problem, and I think they're effective. At least seeing your faces, seeing each other is a very good motivating thing to do. So I want you to know that the MRTA office, we have 3 commercial Zoom accounts. They are very secure because they're commercial. We have to pay a fee for these Zoom accounts. So all you got to do is schedule a Zoom meeting, is to call Sarah or Lisa or me, and we will schedule it for you. And of course, if you'd like me to be on it, I'd be happy to, but don't need to if you don't want to. but at least just have a cup of coffee with your unit and say hello and say, you know what, MRTA in Jefferson City is still looking out for us every day. Every day we are. I would like to ask everyone to calendar February 11th, 2021. That is MRTA Legislative Day. Now we're going to assume that we're not going to be able to meet in person at the Capitol, but it doesn't matter. That day still needs to be calendared because that's the day we're going to all contact our state representatives and our state senators. And many of them are going to be brand new. They're going to be freshmen. They need to hear from us. They need to know we're there. And so there's always my saying, there's strength in numbers. It is proven that it has worked in the past, that if you write them in sufficient numbers, contact them, the elected officials in sufficient numbers, that you basically force them to listen. And it's the only way to beat the big money. So strength in numbers, Legislative Day, February 11th. Next year, just to let you know some of the, not to be negative, but like I mentioned, there's going to be a new legislature and we don't really know what's going to happen. I do know that one of our gubernatorial candidates has received $5 million from Rex Singfield. It cost about $20 million to run a statewide gubernatorial campaign. That's each side. 20 million. So Rex has already given 25% of this campaign money needed to one candidate from one person. That makes me very nervous. That being said, like I said, we don't know who our elected officials are going to be, but I will say that I believe school choice will be back, vouchers will be back, but maybe worse than that is the fact that public education has already had $400 million withheld from its funding. And next year, if state revenues are down, which they're probably anticipated to be, are they going to cut public education again? I mean, you know, superintendents have budgets to deal with. And if they have to cut those budgets, they're going to be looking at teacher pay, no raises. They're not going to look at not hiring new teachers. That's money to the system. They're even probably going to be considering how can we get around not paying that 14.5% to the retirement system. As budgets get shorter and shorter and shorter, it puts more risk on our pensions. And so that's the big concern to me during this pandemic and our economy with so many unemployed and such. So we have things that we're going to have to watch and be involved with in 2021. Good news, we are going to receive a 2% cost of living adjustment, January 2021. And I want to say, you're supposed to give credit where credit's due. That only happened because MRTA threw a fit about 3 years ago about the COLA policy and came up with a compromise that allowed for this accumulative CPI to get us a 2% COLA this year. So MRTA has been effective in our COLA efforts. And on that same note, in 2021, the PSRS system is going to be reviewing the COLA policy again. So we're going to have to be up there and in front of that issue, because I'm assuming investments will not be the best in the world due to the pandemic. So they're going to probably want to reduce COLA policy again versus make it better. We don't know. but you need a strong association where the retiree is the #1 priority, speaking out and up for you. We're going to have a new director at PSRS. Steve Yoakum has announced his retirement December 1st. MRTA has called for a nationwide search for a new director. We have a $40 billion system. We want the best director in the nation. So that's something we're involved with right now. The PSRS staff salaries are now public record. And our enemies are going to be using that in a negative way. Some of the salaries at PSRS are pretty large. I'm not saying they don't earn it nor deserve it. It's a $44 billion system. But I'm just telling you, there's going to be some negative fallout from those salaries being public record. So just to let you know, there's a lot of things that we're going to have to watch. We're going to need a strong MRTA. I want to say that I want to give a shout out to the MRTA staff. I feel I have the best staff in this city. If you need something, they will do it for you. You just call us. We will. Jim, as you know, never likes to say no. So if you ask, you will probably receive. So whatever you need, call us and ask us. See if we can help you do what you want to do, okay? So that's about all I have in my notes. That went on long enough.
Nope.
Nope. What?
Amber.
Amber. Yes, in January, we switched member benefit providers from Forrest T. Jones to AMBA, American Member Benefits Association. And I feel like this was the right move at the right time. AMBA is a large company that deals with 37 other RTAs, Retired Teacher Associations nationwide. They know retired teachers. They have great benefits. They're big enough to supply true discounts. And they are professional. They have professional marketers. We're going to get a brand new website out of them, which is worth about $25,000. It's going to be much better website. We're going to have much better payment, ways to make payment on membership. We have a program called Passport through them, which offers many, many discounts at restaurants and hotels and car rental places, and I mean all kinds of discounts. I firmly believe that about 30% of retirees in this state will join for benefits, member benefits, discounts for insurance, discounts for products, because there are many people that really don't care about legislation. They don't care to go to a meeting and socialize, but they will join in order to get a member benefit. So we're reaching out to that 30% of the population of the retirees through AMBA. You will see many more emails from AMBA, and that's by design, especially during the pandemic. If you noticed, you've probably seen a lot more emails from MRTA. Well, think about it. We don't have any other way to communicate with you except through email and Facebook. So you see a lot more email. And I ask you to be patient with that. You know, read the ones you want to read. And there's a delete button on your computer. Just delete it. If you don't want to read it, that's fine too. But you will see, and you'll see a lot more emails from AMBA, very professional emails. On that same note, AMBA helped us develop a new logo, which you're going to see soon. It's much more modern. It's refreshed. I think it's very good. So we're going to get better technologically with AMBA. We're going to modernize through AMBA, website through AMBA. And I guess I should report also that I have decided, I guess, that we're going to spend $30,000 extra this year on advertising. Internet pop-up ads, hardcover newspaper ads, and Facebook ads. So when we can't meet personally in those kind of things, I think we got to reach out any way we can to the media electronically in order to grow this association and keep it healthy and keep it working for you. Newsletters went out the middle of September.
It went out on September 4th.
September 4th. And I just can't believe that the mail, it's taken 3 weeks, now 4 weeks. I heard Southeast Missouri just got there Saturday. I'm so disappointed in that. It's never been a problem before. And it's really weird that in an election year, all of a sudden the post office can't deliver mail. I don't know what to think about all that. That's a whole nother issue we could visit about. But we apologize for the newsletter not getting out in a normal way. But on that same note, it's a new newsletter, a new format, and we're going to be surveying all you to see what you think about it. We hope you liked it better. It is a little more expensive, but it's more modern. It's been said that people throw newspapers away pretty regular, pretty easy, and they may not throw a magazine-looking thing away as quickly. So that's kind of our marketing thinking. So I hope you all got your newsletter, and we apologize for it not getting there in a timely way. Anything else, Miss Sarah?
Well, we have some questions in the chat. Can you see them, or do you want me to read them to you? I can just probably be easier because I've been reading them along the way. So the first question is from Kathy Eichmeyer. I'm sorry, Kathy, if I'm not saying your name right. She wants to know, can we assume new retirees have heard from AMBA? I'm hoping to send a newsletter and membership forms to ours next week, and what I say about AMBA would be more relevant if they have, which, Jim, I don't know, I'm sorry, I don't know if you mentioned this or not, but we sent a mailing to all the new retirees in August. There was information about AMBA in there, but I mean, I wouldn't assume that they know. So. Right.
You always have to reach people 2 or 3 or 4 times before they, kind of get it, usually. So if you need any AMBA flyers or anything, well, and be sure, we'll send them to you upon request. Our website is pretty good right now, but it's going to get better when it comes to member benefits. And so you can direct people to our website also. Next.
Sorry.
Oh, here's one that says, you're still a young pup. I like it. Thank you, Phyllis.
Yeah. If anybody else has any questions.
What is the name of the book? Yeah. All Politics is Local.
Yeah.
Tip O'Neill. Oh, oops, it's up backwards. Oh, well.
It's right on our screen.
It's very simple read, but there's so many good lessons in it for every leader, anywhere, everywhere. Okay, let's see what else.
Mary
Oh, here's the burners to everyone. I guess how many members did we have last year?
I don't actually know that number off the top of my head.
Wait a minute. $29,273. So we're just about at the 30,000 mark. Our goal is 42,000 by 2025. And then she says, did Jim say a female running for governor had been given $5 million? I did not say that. I said a gubernatorial candidate has been given $5 million. And it's not the female. So you take it for what it's worth. Okay. Linda Grayson, your legislative chair, says, please vote. And I want to put that ask issue in there. If you've got a good candidate that's pro-public education, no matter the party, pro-retiree, ask your friends and neighbors and family to vote for them. Ask. People want to be asked. Now's the time to ask. You have more influence than you think. Send an email out to your thing and say, hey, so-and-so has been there for us, or so-and-so will be there for us, and I strongly recommend you vote for them. May we have your vote? So that's from Linda. Yeah, retiree, AMA has sent out several statewide mailings already. The question was, has AMA reached out
To new retirees.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, we've already answered that one, correct?
Yeah.
Troy got their newsletters on the 24th. Jeez. Oh, uh-oh. They're
Yeah.
getting into saving prescription bottles,
Yeah.
and our prescription bottle person passed away.
Yeah.
That was Manny Maggoty out of Lee Summit.
Mm-hmm.
He passed away, what, maybe 2 months ago. So we really don't know where to send them, or we don't have another person like that. So I understand that most of those bottles are used by veterinarians to put medications for animals. So maybe you can reach out to a veterinarian and see if they need them. But that's not a statewide program at MRTA, by the way. So that was kind of Manny's little special project. And I guess that's kind of kaput right now for as far as MRTA is concerned. Arleta, President Arleta asked, no, Linda Suber had asked, does MRTA have any input in the search committee to replace Steve Yoakum? And the answer is yes. You remember, we got Dr. Kyle Collins elected to the Board of Trustees. Remember, that's another positive thing about MRTA. First time ever that MRTA had sponsored a candidate for the Board of Trustees, and we sponsored 2 candidates and we won 1. So Dr. Collins is keeping us updated. You know, when they have these searches, a lot of this personnel information is not public. But we wanted to make sure that there was a nationwide search, a true nationwide search, not an insider thing. And I've been assured that that's happening. So we'll keep close watch on that. And so we have a little input there. Yes, we do.
Jimmy missed a question. Phyllis Danner asked, how are units reaching out to school personnel? And I see that Mary Jo or John, one of them is raising their hand, and I was wondering if they wanted to comment on that.
Mary Jo, where is she?
She's raising her hand. You have to unmute yourself.
Mary Jo, unmute yourself. Speak up.
Well, maybe not.
Okay.
The reason I asked that, this is Phyllis Danner. I'm the one that asked about how to reach out to units. Last year, we made up a little sack and we put all of our literature in there, and we put some candy bars and different things, and we went around. Atchison Holt unit covers 6 different schools, and we went to every school. We asked to be on their agenda for their opening meetings with their teachers, and we passed out all this sack of stuff, and it was very well received. And then of course we talked about MRTA and the importance of belonging. And this year with COVID, I'm not willing to go out to the schools like we did last year and be involved with everybody. And
Well,
I was very pleased that 2 superintendents asked me this year by email, said, are you going to come and talk to us this year? And I had to reply that, no, I wasn't going to do that. So how are other units getting information into the schools this
Yeah.
time?
And I know a lot of schools won't allow you to come in, even if you want to. So Jim, I don't know if you want to comment on that, but we have had a lot of requests from people. And I think what they're mostly doing is they're asking the school if they will deliver the information, if the school will give it out, and that's what's happening.
Right. So Phyllis, I would suggest make your baggies like always and just deliver them, you
Yeah.
know.
Okay.
They deliver them to the school, like secretary or superintendent's office, whoever, and then they hand them out. So the problem with that in big cities, obviously, if you have a lot of buildings, that's sort of a problem, but.
Okay, I think maybe I would like to do that in January. I think with November, they'll be out for Thanksgiving, they'll be out for Christmas. I think they'll be thinking about other things. So I will be sending you an email request for a whole bunch of stuff after I figure out how many things I need. Thank you.
Thank you. And, you know, just to say, every school district in this state has a different way of doing this during this pandemic. I mean, they're all different. So you just have to, on the local level, just try to deliver something if you can. And you sure don't go if you don't feel comfortable. But I'd say most schools, I know with the MRTF classroom grant program, that most schools would not let our people in the school building, period. They met outside by the flagpole with masks on, and they took a picture. And that's how they delivered those checks. So you just gotta go however you feel the best way you can do it. But the effort needs to be done. I'm asking you, make the effort. Don't give up on it. Do whatever you can. What's next? What's next? There's
Peggy Dial wants to know when they're going to receive the Unit of Excellence criteria, which we have not sent out yet. We can actually email that out today, if that's okay with you, Jim. The Unit of Excellence has been modified for 2020, knowing that you guys haven't been able to meet. It's basically, there's nothing new. There's just things that have been removed. So I'll email that out today to all the unit presidents and board.
okay. Be looking for that, folks. We'll get that out today.
Um,
Hamden delivered schools. Belton is delivering cookies and literature. Kirksville took baskets of packaged cookies to all school buildings with the note thanking current staff for all they're doing.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of stuff being done. Thank you all. Thank you.
Yeah.
And a gift certificate from the Furners given out to the school for drawing. So there's a lot of activity going on. So I can't thank you enough because it's a weird year. It's weird. The bluebird of happiness. That's what we got to think, how weird it's been, huh? But we can't give up. We got too much at stake. We got to protect this pension system. We got to help public schools the best we can as retirees. And so I think MRTA is here and we can meet the challenge. I really think we can do that. Any other questions? Arlita, Madam President, would you like to say goodbye and hello? Hello and goodbye right quick.
Hello, goodbye, goodbye, hello. It's good to see everyone.
yeah, Arlita has just been elected as MRTA president, so she is brand new. Has it been 2 weeks yet, Arlita?
Yeah, something like that, yep.
Yeah.
Tell them your theme. Tell them about the fan.
Okay, everyone, my theme for this year is be a fan of MRTA. And by the way, here's one little fan. It's good for me. But my theme was be a fan of MRTA. And of course, you know, there's the fans like this. And there's your box fans, and there's your stand fans, and there's all kinds of fans. But my fan theme came from just knowing how I was fanning all the time. And then I thought, well, the way I'll start is I'll say, how many, raise your hands in the thing, how many of you are a fan of ice cream? There you go. And then I thought, okay, how many of you are a fan of sports events of any kind? And about
Chiefs
everybody-
tonight.
Yep, the Chiefs tonight, finally.
Yeah.
And so I thought, well, that's the way I would start everything. And I think everybody will answer at least one of those items, either ice cream, a sports fan, or how many are retired? How many of you like your retired pension?
A fan of the pension.
Yeah, 3 hands there. That's good. So yes, so that was it. And then, so because of the fanning, and then number 2 was, Fred, our last president, his theme was hit it out of the park with MRTA. Well, you can't really have a park and have a game if you don't have fans. So that kind of followed his theme, and I thought that was a good thing. And I think Fred liked it too. And so we are going to have a fantastic year and a fantabulous celebration when we can get to it. And so I'm going to use the word FAN in a lot of different things. So, and I told Sarah I have little 2-minute blurbs that I'd like to do throughout the year because I can't get to your units and your regions except through Zoom. And that's good too. But I thought, well, I'll put those on Facebook. And matter of fact, I did 2 the other day. I don't know, are they up yet?
Not yet. One's going up today.
Okay, and I thought they would choose one, but they wanted both of them, so that's okay. But 2 minutes 5 seconds and 2 minutes and 12 seconds. And I thought I would do that about every 3 to 4 weeks. That way, talk about something different every time, talk about membership, maybe talk about the unit of excellence, talk about AMBA, talk about voting, all kinds of different things. And of course, with my fan theme, I could also go into, like, October is, the Fright Month. I could say, don't be scared. MRTA has your pension, is backing your pension. November is Thanksgiving. Aren't we thankful for our pension and what MRTA does for us? So I thought I would kind of go like that throughout the year. So you might get tired of seeing my face up every little bit, but I thought, well, at least you would know who I am and maybe remind you to do something or to get, more people or anything. But right now, membership and renewals, that's the big thing. But that's about it. That's about it.
Okay. Thank you. Anybody else want to speak?
We have a question from Linda. She wants to know when the new website is going to be up, and we actually do not know the answer to that, but I would say in the next month.
Yep.
We'll have a big announcement when it happens. We'll send you an email
Sure.
and whatnot.
Yep. Sounds good. So are we going to have another Coffee with Kreider on November 2nd?
You guys like Mondays? Nobody? We don't have to
Hey,
do Mondays. We can change
You
it.
can unmute yourself now.
Yeah, you guys can unmute yourself if anybody wants to say something.
Yes, I think we should do it. I don't really care when.
Okay.
I think we
I
should
would-
do it,
I
but
should-
I'd rather have a Tuesday.
I would too.
Honestly, everybody in the office would rather have it Tuesday too. We don't know why we depict Monday.
Well, Tuesday is voting day
That's right.
Oh, that's
Oh.
right.
That's right. Maybe.
and my birthday. You're welcome to come for
Oh,
my
happy birthday, Georgia.
Thank you.
We'll try to remember to tell you on your actual birthday.
Maybe Monday for next month and
Then-
then,
Right.
yes,
Okay.
from then on.
So
Or we
we'll have
could
one-
do it the Wednesday after election and then,
Oh, and then we can talk about what happened.
yeah.
That's a good idea.
Oh my.
Oh my, Jim.
No, no, no,
Oh
no.
my.
You wouldn't have gone to bed anyway.
I may not be well that day at all. I might be sick. I might be really sick.
Hey, put an ice bag on your head. Come
Oh,
on.
no, everything's gonna go our way. Keep that positive thought.
It is. That's what I've used to have. I mean, I want to have. I mean, I do have.
Keep that positive thought.
Anyone that's ever bet against America has lost.
That's right.
That's right. So
We'll have a fantastic time.
fantastic time. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you
What day
again.
did we decide?
Monday?
November 2nd, Monday, 10
Monday, yeah.
a.m.
Yeah.
November 2nd, 10 a.m. Now, is our meeting day, our meeting numbers and everything going to be the same?
No,
Who
we'll send you a new one.
Okay, okay.
Oh, yeah, you'll get a new invitation.
And also, a lot of you contacted me this weekend because you lost your invitation. I know it's going to happen. So I always schedule an email like the night before. So if you guys lose it, don't worry about that.
Well, I didn't get into the last meeting because I couldn't find a number for the meeting anyplace. So I didn't
Are
tune
we gonna
in.
keep the time 10 o'clock?
I think 10 o'clock
Yes,
is good.
10 o'clock.
Sarah, could we request that somebody else be invited, someone else from our unit? Can we
Sure.
ask you to invite them, add them to the invite list?
Akron, I just don't. know.
Yeah.
Okay,
Absolutely. That's fine.
Yeah.
Whoever your leaders are, if you want to come and
Sue-
Zoom with us.
Sue, I just have to tell you that I love your background.
well, thank you. Out of the way I feel lately, out of this world.
I love it. What is that, the moon?
No, that's the earth.
Wasn't here.
Sunrise over the earth.
Oh, wow. How interesting. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And looky here, Carolyn down there, she's in San Francisco.
Oh, that's
I'm
right.
in San Francisco. Hi.
I love it.
Gate Bridge, yeah.
Wow. Who's Ferners? Where are you
That's
at?
Connie. Yeah.
Oh,
She's just changing it around.
let's see if we got
Thank
any
you,
others.
Sarah. Thank you, Jen.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Please don't give up. Please help us out. I'm asking you. We got a budget we got to maintain at MRTA to keep things moving, so we need these renewals. I'll end with that.
I'll be
Thank you.
sending in about 4 memberships or something here in just the next day or so.
Okay, thank you. That'll work. Strength in numbers, strength in numbers, strength in numbers, as the parrot would say. All right.
Did you,
Bye-bye.
Can I say thanks to all the Region 7 people who showed up today? I'm glad to see you girls. Miss you.
Absolutely.
see you,
Miss you too,
Georgia.
Georgia.
Look at Linda down there. She's got her mask on Zoom.
Hi, all.
I want to show you guys something.
good to see everybody.
We're
Bye,
gonna have these
everybody.
Goodbye.
masks.
I'm taking off.
Oh, yeah. Jen's got the MRTA map.
The MRTA mask.
Oh,
yeah.
I like those.
If anybody wants one, send me an email and I'll send you one.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Okay, thank
Don't ask
you.
Linda Becker about it though, because
They're comfortable.
Yeah, it's more names, so you gotta better send it out.
I will.
Okay.
yeah.
Goodbye, all. Have a good day, good week.
Thank you.
Stay
Bye.
well.
Sarah,
well.
send me too.
Bye, Sandy.
Here, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Thanks, Sarah, Jim. Bye.
Right now, let's